Hi guys, and welcome back to Momma Jess Knits. I'm Jess, coming to you from Virginia. It has been almost 2 years since I've done a podcast, so this one is going to be a little rusty. I looked back today, and the last one that I have done was December 2020. A lot has happened since then. I've had a lot of finished projects, a lot of new dye colorways, all kinds of stuff. So let's just jump right back into it. Like I said, I'm Jess, coming to you from Virginia. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as MommaJessKnits. I do have an Etsy shop under MommaJessKnits, and I have a Facebook group under MommaJessKnits. And you can email me at mommajessKnits@gmail.com. You can tell I'm very rusty at this because I usually say that at the very beginning. All right. I am just going to jump right into it and show you guys some of my finished projects. I'm wearing one of them. I don't normally wear knits. Of course, I have also never finished a sweater for myself. This is the Harvest Cardigan by Tincanknits, and I did it in Malabrigo Rios in the Jupiter colorway, and I can't remember when exactly I finished this. It hasn't been blocked yet. I did not do any sleeve decreases because I wanted mine long, but I need to block it because I did make the sleeves a little short, so I'm gonna block it. Plus it's super wash, so I know it'll grow. But yeah, it only took me 3 years to get it off needles, and I'll include some pictures because I did take pictures. But yeah, 3 years to get it off the needles, but I did it finally. Let's see. Another finished object is actually gonna be a gift for a friend. I made some socks out of some Lolodidit everyday sock yarn in the Little Darling colorway. Those are a birthday present, so I have to get them ready to go. I'm gonna gift them tomorrow, and that's being housed in a little project bag that I won, and it is by Angora Moose, I believe. Pretty sure. My next finished project, which spent almost a year on the needles, I started off doing these 2 at a time, and I realized I don't like doing 2 at a time socks. Not only did I do them 2 at a time, but I self-striped them. This is Whitney from Moonglow Yarn. In the Crazy Cauldron set. Like I said, I started these last year, and I finished them Sunday. So almost a year on the needles, not quite. And that is all of my finished objects that I'm going to share. Like I said, it's been almost 2 years. There are lots and lots of finished projects between now and then. But I decided to only share 3. I wanted to share this one just because it's my biggest one, and I've never made a garment for myself, so I definitely wanted to share it. Let's see. Oh, I do have a half-finished project. I should have grabbed my sock blockers. I completely forgot. I have one of these finished, which is in my Hiking the Trail colorway. And I do have the second one almost finished. I'm halfway through the foot, so I'm hoping to get that finished soon. I dyed this yarn up because last year we are one of the main stops for hikers doing the Appalachian Trail hike, and we had a lady stop in the local yarn shop last year, and she bought some yarn. She was making a blanket, and she wanted yarn from local dyers, and so this year, I mean, I've always noticed the hikers, you can always tell when it's that time of year and you get a lot of hikers in town and stuff. But I wanted to make something that if they were hiking, they could come in, they could grab some local yarn, and actually one that was named for them. If they wanted to make a pair of socks for hiking or whatnot. So yeah, I decided to do that colorway. So that's my half-finished project. I have a whole stack of bags. Oh, I could share my bag that was in. And this bag is by, here we go. And the Knitted Soiree, and I love her bags. I have quite a few of them, but I'm finding more and more I really love the drawstring bags. I mean, I still love my zippered bags as well, don't get me wrong. Alright, whips. I have a lot, but I've only picked a couple to share, because we could be here all day if I pulled all of them out. The first one I'm going to share with you is, and I'm hoping by the next time I podcast, I'm really hoping to get back to regular podcasting. I don't know that it'll be every week, but hopefully every 2 weeks. It is a Barley Hat by Tincanknits. And this is on worsted weight. And sorry, my needles are not wanting to cooperate. This is my Fog on the Mountain colorway, which I love this colorway. It's definitely one of my favorites, and you'll hear me say that about several colorways, all colorways of mine, almost. But yeah, I had to do this one because I used to drive over the mountain 5 days a week to go to work in a different town, and that's what it looks like on a fall day when it's foggy. So I had to dye that, but I'm almost done with that. I'm hoping I will have that done. I need to sit down and just knock it out. Then I have in one of my project bags, the hat's not in a project bag, I just have it sitting there. I have some one of my colorways. I've got some socks that I'm making for one of my kids out of my Something's Brewing Halloween colorway. So I'm gonna I did the cuff and the leg. I'm not quite done with the leg. in the Something's Brewing. And then I'm going to add, ooh, that's going to get blown out, a green heel and a purple toe. One of my daughters told me that I should do the green heel and the purple toe. So I decided that these socks will be for her. So there's those. And then, sorry, I have a whole stack of bags over here. And in my Bags by Awesome Granny bag, how cute are these little sloths? Could not pass that up. I eyeballed it, and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna buy it. And so I left the page and went and did some other stuff, and it was like a day or two later, she posted the bag again, and I was like, I have to go get it. But in this bag is my Trick or Treat colorway. And I've got some socks on the needles for that. I think once I finish this pair, I'm going to steal Kay of A Crazy Sock Lady's idea and make some scrappy, stripy socks using my Trick or Treat mini set, which I don't have in here at the moment, but I'll show it to you whenever I get started on them and do some scrappy socks after I get these done. And then, to stay on the Halloween theme, is another one of my Knitted Soiree bags. I love reading, so I am making, I'm sorry, it is wrinkled because it has been in the bag. I am making a Halloween themed, sorry guys, there we go, a Halloween themed Overlander shawl by Cozy Up Knits. Hold it so you don't see any of the pattern. It just requires one full skein and then a mini skein set. So my full skein is my Grinning Cat colorway. And then I used one of my Trick or Treat mini skein sets, except for, because I'm using Grinning Cat and that is in the Trick or Treat mini skein set, I'm gonna sub in the speckled. I did it at the beginning and I'm gonna do it at the end. And the speckled that I sent out in my kits are more speckled than this. I took the least speckled set and put it in there. But yeah, so that's the Overlander shawl by the Cozy Up Knit Girls. Need to get back to that shawl because my girls really like it and I wanted to have it done. I want to have it done by October so they can take turns wearing it. Let's see. And another big project I have, and this is in my Midwest Stitches bag, which I love. This bag is huge, you guys. It has 4 skeins of yarn and my shawl in it. And the shawl that is in here is not tiny. It is my Your Slip is Showing by Casapinka. Uh-oh, hang on, I've got it I'm all tangled up with my needles. It starts out here. And I have gotten that far. And I am using 4 of my colorways. I'm using Speckled Mermaid Tail, Bright Pink. I am using Purple. And the last color I'm using is Totally Teal. Oh my goodness. I have been working on this shawl for quite a while. I was doing a knit along with the local yarn shop, Susan's Yarn Stash. We were doing a knit along, and we both kind of got, those of us that were doing it got busy, and it has just been, honestly, the last probably month, 2 months, it's just been sitting in my bag. I really need to get back to it. I really wanted to have it finished by the end of August, but I got super busy in August, and I just did not get to it. So maybe September will be the month. But yeah, all of that is in this bag. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see. That is all for my whips that I'm gonna share, because like I said, I'm sorry, I just kicked the stand. I have many socks on needles. I have several different shawls on needles. I'll share them at another time whenever I podcast again. I just didn't want to be showing you 500 whips. Not really 500, but I do have a lot of whips today. My future knitting plans. I have already started my Christmas knitting. There are 7 of us that live in my house, and my oldest daughter lives out of state. So, in order to get it done, I have to start early. Last year, I wish I had podcasted last year, because last year I made us all Harry Potter themed socks. I did not have them all done by Christmas, but everybody did have a sock done by Christmas. I had completed 2 pairs and 1 sock for everybody else. I did manage to get them all done. It did take me until, I believe, May of this year, but I got them all done. So everybody has Harry Potter socks, Harry Potter themed socks, except for me. I didn't knit myself a pair yet. I have the yarn caked up. Haven't even started them, but I do have it caked up. Anyway, so plans for knitting, or more knitting, is Christmas presents, and I'm not sure if I'll show them on here, because some of my kids do watch my podcast, so I don't want to show their Christmas present. I want it to be a surprise. So I might just do like a Christmas present episode and show what I made them then. But I have started on them. One of the things that I'm going to be doing is Hohi Locatelli. Every fall she does a knit along, and I sign up every single fall, and I think I've only ever completed stuff last year or the year before. But she has a beautiful top out right now called the Lace and Fade Boxy. And I wanted to make it as soon as I saw it. However, it is made with mohair, and I'm not sure if I can wear mohair. I have knitted with it before, but I've never tried to wear it. So instead of making an entire garment and then finding out that I cannot wear mohair because I'm allergic to alpaca for sure. So I don't know if I can wear the mohair or not. And I know that not all mohair has alpaca in it. I know that there are mohair without alpaca, but I just didn't want to make an entire garment and then discover, hey, you can't wear mohair. Because the one thing that I did knit that had mohair in it, one of my daughters took it over. So I am going to use a bare skein of yarn to fill in where the mohair would be. And Hohi herself told me that was fine because I asked about it in her group and she said that's absolutely fine. So I'm going to show you the yarns that I'm going to use for my fade. Oh, they're getting really, there we go. That is almost perfect. Let me see if I can hold them up this way and share them. So some of these are new colorways and some of them I already had. This is Snow-Covered Leaves. And then I'm going to use Marvelous. And then a new one, which is Scattered Petals. That's not Snow-Covered Leaves. This is Snow-Covered Petals. I'm sorry, guys. Scattered Petals. Those are both new. This is new. This is Dried Petals. It is similar to my Heidi colorway, but it has different colors in it. And then Wino Clock will be my last colorway. So I'm hoping to get that started hopefully next week. I'm hoping to get that cast on next week. I do have some of the skeins already wound up or caked up. They're ready to go. I have the pattern printed out, so I'm ready to go on it. I'm a little nervous about starting it, to be honest, because it has wrap and turns. And I have done some wrap and turns, but I've only done wrap and turns where you don't have to pick up anything. I did Hohi's Pure Joy shawl, which is another object that I finished last year. I'll probably wear it on one of the podcasts, I'm sure, so I can show it to you. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm sure that I can find some videos that will help me, and I'm sure the ladies at the knitting groups that I go to will help. So I'm not too nervous. But yeah, I'm hoping to get that on the needle soon. I signed up for Julianne Knitters. Oh my goodness. I think it's her coffee sock club, or I know it's a coffee themed sock club, and that she has a new pattern coming out for that club September 15th, I believe. I signed up for that, so I'm going to be participating in that. I want to show you all. Sorry for the crinkling. There's a bag right there. Oh, perfect. So these socks I'm going to make, and I'll show you what yarn I'm going to use to make them. They're called Get a Grip Shorties, and they were designed in my summer sock camp yarn. And oh my goodness, I just drew the biggest blank ever. Hold on. That's what I thought. Kemper's Cozy Creations. I have them right here, all caked up. That's going to be one of my whips, is to make some scrappy socks. Not these. I'm going to use a different colorway to make these. But I'm going to make these. I think they're absolutely adorable. And I've only made one pair of shorty socks before. So, I'm looking forward to making these. So I'm going to make those. And the yarn that I'm going to use my unicorn dust for the main skein. And then I have a unicorn dust mini set that I'm going to take out, of course, the speckled, and I'll just put that in my my cozy memory blankets that I have going, because I have a bajillion of them going. And I'll use these to make the stripes. Oops, sorry. There we go. To do this part and these and the toes. So I'm looking forward to casting those on. And I think that is going to be super cute. And it's probably getting blown out because some of these are super bright. But yeah. So that mini set with my unicorn dust. Super excited for that. So that's going to be one of the socks that I make. Another sock that I'm going to make. Hold on. That does not belong. I have this new mini set that I haven't put up in my shop yet. I will. It'll be up there hopefully Friday. It's all kinds of purples. And I'm going to pair it up with my Purple Rain colorway, which is in my shop. And make some scrappy socks, I think. I have lots and lots and lots and lots of socks planned. I'm also going to do I wish I had the full skein handy, because I got 2 sets of these. I bought some yarn by Polka Dot Creek in her Bruce colorway. And anybody who knows my son knows that he has been a huge fan of Batman for the majority of his life. So he is getting some Bruce, aka Batman, themed socks sooner or later. And he has seen that yarn, so it won't be a huge surprise. Oh, that is in my Mountain State Stitches bag. And I think that is pretty much all that I have planned to cast on. Like I said, I have lots of other whips. Oh, no. There's one more. That's gonna be October. So that's not a planned cast on just yet. Not for September anyway. So I will move along to what I have recently gotten in the mail. Recently I've gotten my Row 1 minis, which I'm not going to show those just yet. Well, actually, yeah, well, because I've got them sitting right here. So if you have not gotten your row 1 minis yet, so sorry for the crinkling, guys. I don't take these out of the bag until I'm getting ready to use them. And I'll show you real quick what I'm using them for, because it's in reaching distance. Sorry. If you have not gotten your Row 1 minis and you want to be surprised, look away for 30 seconds or so. Once again, I'm so sorry for the crinkling. But yeah, those are my Row 1 minis. And this month, they are by... I cannot remember. I opened them and oohed and awed over them and then set them aside. This month, they are by So Happy Jane. Because I did not know that September is National Sewing Month. Which, that being said, I'm really hoping I get back to sewing some of my bags. I've had a lot of people ask me about my bags and when am I going to make more. One more crinkle. When am I going to make more? When am I going to put them in the shop? That kind of thing. So, with my Row 1 minis, I decided that, 3 cozy memory blankets were not enough. So I decided with my Row 1 minis to make a cozy memory blanket. And this is what I have so far. Oops, sorry. Come here, yarn. There we go. This is what I have so far on the my Cozy Memories blanket. I'm in the middle of not in the middle, but beginning of a square. Per usual podcast. I swear, I sneeze every single podcast. So nothing new. Anyway, that's what I'm doing with my Row 1 minis. And I have been going like month by month. So like the first month that I got them, I tucked those, and I think it was like July or August, and started the blanket with that. And then once I work my way through that, I'm only putting 1 square per color into that blanket, and then I take the leftover and it goes into actually 2 more blankets, and I'll show those eventually, but it goes into my biggest cozy memory blanket, which I could have been done with that last year, but I decided I wanted it bigger. So I'm still working on that one. And then I also started a granny stripe blanket, which I'll share in another podcast because I can't get to it easily right this minute. So yeah, that one little square goes a long way. And then once I get through the entire minis for that month, which I believe there are 10 minis per month, I move on to the next month. So I'm trying to keep them all together like that. And then there for a while I thought, well, why don't I just dump them all in the bag and then just randomly pick? But then I decided not to. I enjoy working my way through each month and each dyer. So I've gotten that in the mail lately. I got another Bags by Awesome Granny bag with gnomes, Thanksgiving gnomes. For those of you who don't know, I'm a little obsessed with gnomes. My children will attest to that. Just today, I got, and this isn't a surprise, she put them out last week. I got my Moonglow Yarn Co. In the Spellbound sock set. And Julianne Knitter has a pattern coming out, and they're doing a spooky knit-along starting October 1st. So I'm hoping to participate in that. I participated in their summer knit-along and got all 3 of Moonglow's, Whitney's kits, yarn kits, and I didn't knit a single one of them, of the patterns, which I feel bad, but I just got busy. Here is my other bag that I got. Absolutely adorable. This is hand painted, and it came with this, a little yarn cozy to put your yarn in, and she had different stitch markers. Isn't that adorable? And this is by a new to me company. And thank you, Michelle from Naughty Knitwits, for posting about this. And then I watched the Pearled in Texas podcast and discovered also that they were selling these. It is a new company. It is called sorry guys. Cozy Sky Co. And it's Elizabeth from Pearled in Texas. She makes the bags and I believe the cozies. And her niece, I'm pretty positive it's her niece, makes the charms. So she made the little gnome. Come here, little gnomey. The little gnome. Those who also know me know that I am a diehard Kentucky fan, especially when it comes to basketball. But when I saw this and seeing how UVA's colors are orange and blue, and I will cheer for UVA as long as they're not playing Kentucky, I had to get me a little UVA gnome. So Elizabeth, if you're watching this and your niece wants to make some gnomes, a Kentucky blue and white gnome would be the best ever. Let me think. I did get my Yarnable yarn in the mail. I got it yesterday, which here in the States was Labor Day, so it really threw me that they delivered that yesterday. I am excuse me guys, I am not gonna share that just because I'm not sure where I've put it, so I'll have to share that next time. Plus I just noticed that I'm almost at 40 minutes. So, like I said before, I don't know if I'm going to do weekly podcast or if I'll do every other week podcast, but Kay from Crazy Sock Lady has inspired me to get back to doing my podcast, and I'm hoping that this year I will be able to do Vlogmas. I've wanted to do Vlogmas. I wanted to do it last year because last year was the first year ever that I got a mini skein advent calendar, and I loved it. There were days that I forgot to open it, but I feel like if I do Vlogmas, I'm not going to have those days this year. And I've got a couple of different advent calendars coming. I've got one from Ruby and Roses. I've got one from oh my goodness, Yarn Cafe Creations and Dragon Hoard have their Harry Potter advent coming, and I did a little differently this year, and I have a Project Keeper or Charm advent calendar coming, but I think that one is just for, I think there are only 4 in there, and it's for Sundays. I think you open it on every Sunday. From Lach and Lou, and Julianne Knitter kept talking about Nicole C. Mendez. I forgot what it's called. Maybe Christmas Countdown or something. I don't know. But it's 4 skeins of yarn that you open either the 4 Saturdays or the 4 Sundays before Christmas. So I've got that coming. And then I had to get some, I've seen them in the past. I've seen a lot of people do it, like the 24 striped sock yarn. So you do like a stripe a day counting down to Christmas. So I got Freckled Whimsy, I believe, and let me see, Freckled Whimsy, and come on, the Cozy Knitter. I got those. When am I gonna have time to knit all of that? I have no idea, but I got it. So, that's coming. But anyway, I'm gonna go because now I'm past 40 minutes. And I hope you guys have a great day and happy knitting or crocheting. Bye, guys.